Hi everyone, it's Bitcoin from the Big Chubowski with the finals of the first week against Smooth Raider. He's got a Jedi Master Luke currently, but when he locked in he didn't. I checked his arenas, he got it the day after locking in, so he's probably not too happy about it. Doesn't mean he's not a worthy opponent though, because he beat a previous Supreme Leader Kylo owner, has a lot of GP, so, or like relative to me I guess, and has, has pretty good modding. So it should be an interesting match, and I saw his board and realized there were some interesting fights on there, so I figured why not record this one. So I've gone pretty heavy on defense. There's a chance he could win if he's pretty efficient against this zone. I think he could maybe stand a chance. I don't really know how good he is in practice, so that's what it depends a little bit on. And then for his walls, he's got a Darth Revan team here, Night Sisters, Geos. The Newt team is pretty strong there with Django and Droidica. And then over here he's got Asajj, Rex, and Grievous team. So I don't expect the back to be particularly strong. If it is, then there's a chance he could make full clearing pretty tricky for me. I don't think he would stop me, but that's what could happen. Now, I can show you what I had in mind for his team. So I actually want to use Jedi Knight Luke against his Darth Revan. Probably Bounty Hunters on Night Sisters. This one I'm still not decided on. I think the Spy is a bit too strong for my Traya, Scion, and either Thrawn or Nihilus. So I'm not super confident on that one. I might switch out and use Padme, but Padme has a bit of a timeout risk here. And then Supreme, or I guess dying as well, with just Spy being very strong. And then there is Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, who I'll probably use up against this team. I'm not sure any other team would survive with all three standing because of that Django and the Droidica. So I figured I'd use him. And then I've got Geos against this Night Sister team, which doesn't have zombie, so there's no timeout risk there. And then Kylo Ren Mass, who can tank Rex, and I guess Padme or Traya against Grievous. So these two teams are kind of the ones I have to make a decision on. I have JKR here as a backup plan against Grievous in case my first fight over here against Geos doesn't work out. So I think I'm gonna start with this one against the Grievous team. And then I've got Thrawn over here on top of it. So that's probably what I'll end up doing in the end, and I'm just going to get into that. So let's first do that Geo fight. I guess start off with the potentially most frustrating one. Or maybe I can do Bounty Hunters as well. I guess I'll start with that because that one's pretty easy. Or should be anyway. It might take a while as well. Because my Boba is on defense, so I don't really have a great Bounty Hunter to take out characters with. It's just Django who has to gradually get the job done. So this one might actually take a while. And let's see how it goes. For some reason I'm on 1x. Let's not stay with 1x. And there's gonna be a lot of plague on the field for this one. Hopefully they're able to out-heal that though. I'm not super confident that they will, but I figured this is probably the cheapest way for me to take down this team, and if it doesn't work I will have other options. The plague is definitely going to annoy me a lot. So if Django gets any kills, then they're permanent, and he's the one who's going to be doing the killing, so I'm pretty confident it should be okay. There we go. That first dodge there had me thinking, oh boy, are we really doing this? Let's just stick with him. Shouldn't really be any risk of dying at this point. The Django unique Zeta saving the day. Though Bosk is starting to look pretty low. Maybe this will heal a bit and a bit more. There we go. Alright, that's a much better spot. I was just gonna say I probably shouldn't kill Spirit yet because I still have to recover all of my protection banners. But to be honest, I'll be okay with just missing one. There we go. Not expecting this guy to attack first either, just like the other two in this round. Doesn't look like someone who does that. Alright, that one's done. Then I think I'll go against the Geos next, because I would really like to know if this is going to work. Like I said, I think there's a timeout risk because, well, there's no Sunfac, so my buffs don't get dispelled. But since they're such high relics, I'm not sure I'll be able to do enough damage to really take them out. And I think there's even a risk of Spy speccing someone out, so I'll have to see how that goes. GK doesn't really add anything here. The Retribution doesn't really do much, as there's no AoE on their side, there's just individual attacks. And yeah, he's just spreading Foresight while I actually want them to be hit so that they keep the protection up. So I think these three would do a better job. I'll find out in a second if that's true though. So start with the kick, because then I immediately dispel and put buff immunity. Dispel Spy as well in the process, and I want to take out Soldier first, as I probably won't get to Spy at any moment in time. And I kind of have to be mindful, like if Spy now decides to go for Anakin, he's not that well protected. So I'm not actually confident that he would be able to do that. So let's dispel those. And I have a lot of buffs on me, which I would like to be converted to courage. Okay, survive the first spec before Spy comes in, otherwise I'm just helping Spy. But so far, as you can see, no progress made. I'm gonna try to play through this one as quickly as I can, because there is a relatively high timeout risk. Let's see if I can pick off Soldiers sometime soon. This has to do it, otherwise... nice, okay, perfect. Otherwise, Jubert Alpha is gonna make them... interesting. Yeah, otherwise Jubert Alpha is gonna make them heal up again, and it's gonna take longer. Okay, nice. She can take out... I'd rather take out Spy to be safe here, to be honest. Normally seeing you would say get Jubert Alpha, but only my Jedi Knight Anakin will go before Spy, so I'm gonna play the safe one. And this actually kills as well. Okay, so that ended up being a very good choice. Seems pretty safe. Without Sunfact there, you will get enough courage at some point. So that's pretty nice. Then that makes the rest of the match a lot easier. So over here I can use my Sith, Traya and Nihilus together with Thrawn. Right, so let's do this one. So immediately fracture Grievous, then they're gonna do all their stuff. Now I can drain. Nihilus actually gained more turn meter than Traya here because of the debuffs. So isolate B2. Now I want to ability block Grievous, so that Thrawn, once he takes a turn, can stun Grievous. Then I do another drain. B1 dodged that, that's pretty annoying. Because that means Grievous might end up taking a turn before I can annihilate him. We'll see though. Do the swap now. No, he got it. Alright, so yeah, pretty easy. This allows me to kill B1 a lot faster. Only downside is I won't be able to recover protection that quickly, but I'll just do it. Just burn through B1 real quick. And then now I want to start reducing the cooldowns on Thrawn, so that Thrawn can do more turn meter swaps, and in this case maybe there's a chance I can recover Nihilus in time, which would be quite nice. So I'll just kill B1 here. Also, so the fracture doesn't stick around, I don't have to deal with that. And now I can take my time on B2, recover Nihilus fully, and then Traya will be the only one who's not quite there. So I'll probably do a fracture here, just because I don't want to let him take any turns and strip the banner again that I'm trying to recover. Reduce Thrawn's cooldowns, swap to Nihilus, and there we go. That's a pretty easy 53. So next up, let's fight Rex. I've got my first order there. Kylo Ren amassed with Executioner, and then I put in What. There are some people who try to do this without What, and I've seen this gone wrong occasionally when Kylo Ren amassed isn't taunting, and then Executioner gets picked off, and then it's pretty much game over. So in order to avoid that, I do really like to bring What when I'm able to. And I have to be a bit mindful of Sergeant here. He's actually the first target. Though in this case he's pretty weak, so it's not much of an issue. But he's the only one who can damage other people on the board. So if you care about banners, that's the one you gotta go for. Now Watt himself, I think, lost a little bit. Shouldn't be too much of a concern. As long as this guy just keeps taking turns, then he can top off too. So that's actually tricky because Arc will keep reducing my turn meter. Sorry, my protection, and Fox is definitely going to be the one who finishes it off, I think. I could get close. Let's do the protection up. He's going to take a turn now. Okay, nice. Still able to recover it. So that's a pretty easy 54. Starting to make it really difficult for this guy to keep up. Now in this case here I can use Geos, and I think I will bring, in this case, Poggle for the ability blocks. That could save me the healing that they do on their end. I think. Yeah, probably makes most sense. Don't really need to dispel anything, so Sunfac just increases the health pool essentially. Let's go with these. And then just immediately target Daka. Of course, everyone gets stunned. I think I'm gonna let Poggle cleanse that though, rather than waste my heal right now. So I'm just gonna expose them. Start doing some damage. There we go. This should be really quite easy, I think. Just need one spy special. If there's any debuffs, that is, of course. Now I'm gonna use the heal though. Don't wanna get stuck too long. That double ability block from Daka has stopped every turn from Spy though. And not even there yet with the killing. Ah, nice. That was pretty good. Now the goal is to keep Asajj here ability blocked so that she cannot AoE and strip too many banners. The killing is pretty slow. I recently managed to upgrade my Spy to gear 12 at last, after Spy has been at gear 11 for a very long time. I just wasn't able to spare those golden balls that you need so many of for pretty much everything. So I was quite happy about that. Nice, it counted as full banners. And I also got my Han up to Relic 3. Did I do anything else? Let's see in the back. Okay, so he mostly just put the characters there that he had to gear up. I can get started with Kylo Ren here. Yeah, who else did I do? Trying to think if there was more. Han was the nicest that I wanted to do for quite a while. And there's still a bunch more, but for now this is probably what I'll be able to do. And yeah, the more characters I gear right now, the less gear I'll have for the next Galactic Legend, so I have to be a bit mindful there. Let's go. Just need a couple more AoEs probably, and then I'm through. But I'm gonna start healing for a bit here because they are doing a good bit of damage. There we go. Just weird, it always takes quite a long time. Mission takes so many turns and keeps healing, and then all of a sudden you suddenly take her out. The moment that protection's gone, she's usually down really quick. But I think she might be super fast because this is really looking a bit timeout-like. It's a bit dependent, I think, on how many extra turns she takes. And me critting there, or like doing enough damage based on how much they feed me. There we go. I wonder if he made mission insanely fast, if he would be able to make a Kylo Ren timeout. Right, I'm gonna have to do another special probably. Yeah, this is gonna count as full. Alright, good banners today so far. Let's not jinx that, but pretty happy with it. Alright, this next one then, I guess this will be the most interesting match against Darth Revan. So it's not a particularly well modded Darth Revan. It's got 295 speed. Bastilla is just gear 12, also just 246. Malak Relic 7. very durable. So what I'm going to do here is use Jedi Knight Luke, and there's some important things to pay attention to for this fight, which is that your Hermit Yoda must be faster than Bastilla Fallen. In this case, that's really easy. In some cases, it might be a bit challenging if someone's running a really fast one, but he has to be faster. And then you need to bring a pre-taunting tank, but one that isn't, that doesn't have very high health. And that part is really important, because if you fight a Relic 7 Malak, like I'm about to, and his drain heals him back to almost full, then there's a chance that Jedi Knight Luke isn't going to get the kill, and then you're in trouble. So in my case here, I can use my Gear 10 base, who just has 30k health, which is nice. But if you, for example, throw in High Relic L3, she can easily have like 70 or 80k health, and that would heal up Malak quite a lot. And then you might not be able to get through. So if I check out my L3 here, she has a little bit more health than base. I could bring her for the counter with the defense down. That could be nice as well. But for now, I'll go with base. It's going to be fine, I think. So yeah, I'll show you how this works. You might have already seen it before. So what you have to do is start by... so normally they attack first, because Darth Revan tends to be faster than Hermit Yoda. And then you have to target Malak with this ability here. So that's what I'm just going to do. And as you can see there, it doesn't do particularly much damage. Now Darth Revan has also lost his turn meter bar, always lovely. Then you want to use this one, the Repulse, just for the vulnerable. Get that on there. Now Darth Revan uses the Fear, but the Fear doesn't accomplish anything because Jedi Knight Luke can't get feared. And now you can let him take his turn and cleanse those debuffs. In this case, Malak drains him because he doesn't have... he still has a death mark, he didn't take a turn yet. That's what happens when they're slower. If they're faster, then it goes a little bit different. So now in this case, I can go for Malak, put this one on Hermit Yoda, and there's no crit there, so that could actually screw up the fight for me. I haven't really crit at all so far. Now I finally do. And then you pick off Bastilla, because going for Darth Revan takes a little bit longer. And then I can just heal up a bit, as Malak did a fair bit of damage, and there we go. So it's a fairly easy 49. The speeds are a bit off here. It took me a bit longer to get through Malak, but it's pretty doable. And instead of me using Supreme Leader Kylo Ren to solo that for better banners, I felt a bit more comfortable using Supreme Leader Kylo Ren on Newt, Jango and Droideka here, because like I said, I don't think there's much else that would survive the damage that these guys put out. So I can go with Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, and I can bring First Order Officer just to, I guess, deal with Newt. If I can give an extra turn to Supreme Leader Kylo Ren and then kill Newt, he doesn't put down his tech. I stack his Extortion, but I guess on the other hand, I'm not sure if I need First Order Officer. Supreme Leader Kylo is very durable, but Jango is also pretty dang strong. And Droideka is too, so I'm gonna bring him just in case. I don't really want to lose this match, that would be embarrassing. So I'd rather just bleed the couple banners. So there's some options for who you want to stun. I think in this case what makes most sense is to stun Droideka, because after Droideka rolls into a ball, my only attack that can get to him is the stun, and it's gonna take me a bit to get that back. I can stun Jango, but Jango starts with the flamethrower anyway. And he's still in damage immunity, so that wouldn't really help me too much. And I think in this case I could pass the turn, but what might be more attractive is to just reduce the turn meter and save it for the next turn, because now I go before Droideka and AoE. And Newt starts doing the Extortion, that's fine. And now I can pick off Newt in one attack, which should... I'm just thinking it could also be worth stunning Jango. I'm actually gonna go with that. Reason being, if I kill Newt now, then Newt won't revive, Jango isn't gonna rocket. That makes my life a bit easier. So Jango's already out of the damage immunity here. It's a bit quicker than I thought it was gonna be. And he uses burning again. Now I'm confused, because he literally just did that. Well, I'll take it. So that's more banners than if I would have done it some other way. Not sure if First Order Officer was really necessary, but figured I'd play it safe. So he set his Negotiator on defense. And his Rebel Fleet. Alright. Let's just burn through the back here. And call it a day. So some Rebels. Mon Mothma and more Rebels. So this guy really likes his Rebels. On defense anyway. So I've got CLS, I've got JKR, I've got Night Sisters. And Ray Jedi training. So let's have a think here what makes sense. I think I'm gonna go with JKR on the Mon Mothma team. Although, just thinking out loud here, since she revives quite a bit. Yeah, let's do it. So Jedi, I can also bring Bastilla lead. I don't really need Jolie for anything, but I guess I can bring Jolie. Although Bastilla Wampa could be another interesting option against one of these teams. Yeah, I'll do that. That's going to allow me to get some good banners. Nice. Okay, so let's target Bao first. Just because he's the gear 12. Probably get him pretty low. Pretty annoying when you don't see Mon Mothma's turn meter. There she goes, yeah. Didn't know if I was going to go before. And I did take a pretty stupid number of turns. But yeah, just a gear 12 POW isn't too much of a concern. Let's see if I can pick off Lando before she puts someone else in though. The AoE, I'm gonna go for the kill here. Let's not drag this out. Alright, so Bastilla Wampa probably against the Wedge team, I guess. So Jedi, they're gonna be a bit faster, so they might actually strip some of my protection. But I hope they go for Bastilla, because then I'm in an okay spot. Is there any other Jedi? I could bring GK as well. I'm not sure he's really needed, but let's do it. Let's just be safe here. They do have quite a bit of damage output. Never really seen Relict Wedge and Biggs. So because of Bastilla lead here, my GK has a pre-taunt, which is a bit nicer. And now I can just immediately start going for them. Wow, old Ben still ability block me through that protection up, which gives me so much tenacity, and I'm tenacity modded as well. That's pretty crazy. Let's stun him before he taunts, and that should get the job done. No crits, come on Wampa. Get some stuff done. Death by dot. Okay, 54. So then the Rolo team here, probably just CLS, just shoot through them. I kept way too much for offense. Well, I don't know, I was thinking like if this guy beats the Supreme Leader Kylo guy, then maybe he set a defense that was really difficult to clear. But looks like it's okay. I think I got all the feats done as well. Let's just go for her in the initial attacks anyway. Get some buff immunity on Leia, or not. Yeah, she just gained some turn meter from Rolo lead there. That's what happened. I was thinking like, how the hell did she go before me? Don't think it's gonna matter though. Again though, I can't see her turn meter. Super irritating. And there go my banners. Yeah, not too happy with this. So annoying to have to do a fight when you can't see when they're gonna move. Just have to blindly guess. Alright, so against this GK fleet, so a lot of people, when they see this fleet, they kind of panic because of the fast starting lineup that it has, but there's actually a pretty easy way to beat it. So I'll show you how to do that. Galactic Republic. I'll bring 3 reinforcement, that should do it. Yep. So because of Rex here, you can actually mess with him a little bit. Rex in his first move will always do the one where he passes turn meter. So instead of targeting Jedi Knight Anakin here, who once again, guess it, doesn't have turn meter bar, you can target Rex first. That will make him overtake Jedi Knight Anakin, and then he wastes his turn meter generation on Anakin. So that's a very nice way of dealing with him, so that he doesn't give an extra boost afterwards. So now I can just start targeting the Y-Wing. Even though I have days on some of my ships, I'm still gonna do this. Because it dispels, now I have 3 target locks on the field and I can do some good damage. And yeah, I didn't need to do the unending loyalty because I still had it on my Anakin. Now I get to go first. I could have also called in the Y-Wing there to try to dispel and kill Anakin. It's also a very attractive move to do, but in this case I think I can just keep going with the current team. And take more turns and then take him out a little bit later. Hopefully without losing any ships, because that's the risk I'm taking. But I think Houndstooth is looking good. It'll take a bit of time to get through though. Now use this. And it's probably going to come down to another AoE and another ultimate. Or the first ultimate rather. Okay, Anakin lost his days. That's when stuff starts happening. Yeah, this might be a very slow fight. That's okay though. In this case I bring in Ahsoka, because I need to start killing a bit. Oof, Ahsoka took a lot of damage there. He just did an AoE so I can get a kill now. Gotta be smart about timing those, if your ship's looking pretty vulnerable. Yeah, Ahsoka's probably gonna go down in this one, from the ultimate here. He got it before me, that's my main surprise I guess, but I think Blow helped him there. Okay, so 5's also gonna go down probably. And still no ultimate for me. I don't want to drop Anakin too low here. I feel like looking at how the fight has progressed so far, I probably made a mistake somewhere. I'll just have to... Oh, damn. He doesn't often start with that. That kind of sucks. Let's hit him. I'll do the ultimate here, which is going to trigger their Anakin, who probably kills both of my ships. Again, though, I can't see his turn meter. I think that might be part of what I'm messing up. Yeah, that's gonna be... This one I'm gonna lose probably. But I do kill Anakin, so that's a good start. Just not sure I'm gonna be able to recover here. F5's is a bit higher than maybe. So I'm gonna review this one. Definitely made a mistake somewhere, I'm guessing. Let's strip some of that... What's it called again? Courage? No, Valor. Strip his too. Houndstooth and Y-Wing keeping the other 2 ships alive for another second. Hopefully to allow me to pick something off. There we go. Let's go for... I was supposed to go for Ahsoka there, but the tap didn't do anything. There we go. To get the offense down on her might be the most attractive right now. I'm having the bug on 5s, that's lame. Usually it's against me though, so I guess this is how it evens out. So it's going to be very ugly banners, but looks like I'm going to pull through here. Could have maybe done the taunt there, but I think I'm okay. Low on time, that's for sure. So that's like 55. Wow. Atrocious. Alright, let's see if I can make this one end well. That's a very strong Millennium Falcon, so I'm skeptical. I think I'm going to be one of those sour people here who doesn't manage to burn through with First Order, and then it has to scramble to get everything else together. I did consider keeping Malevolence for offense, because I had a feeling he might try something like this. And unfortunately I don't have Houndstooth, because I just needed him. So that's actually the main challenge here. How do I deal with that? I mean, it's gonna be over pretty quickly, no matter how I try this. I'll bring Boba, just so he can, I guess, tank a little bit. Yeah, not too many ships left, so if this doesn't work, I'm gonna be in a world of pain. It could be worth for me immediately going for a tank. That's something I might want to consider. Let's see though. Hunted on this one for sure. I think it depends a bit on if I'm gonna stun and if I'm gonna crit. Okay, the stun worked. Yeah, looks just fine. Alright, no problems. I think it's mostly just a speed issue. Get a stun here. Bit more concerned about Bakes than about that Y-Wing. And pass more turns, so if I draw in Boba, I can like protect my shuttle for a little bit longer, so that's I guess what I'll do. Target Bakes for a little bit. Keep stunning. Pretty funny when your finalizer fight's going better than the other one. Okay, he's almost full turn meter, so that doesn't make too much sense. I'm gonna ability block him and stun him. Level of control is pretty next level. Offense down in target lock, blah blah blah. Let's just go and kill him before he manages to heal from target locks. Nice. Okay. Now the ghost comes in and ruins absolutely everything in a second anyway when he manages to attack, but maybe I can stun him. Ah, perfect. That's perfect. That's a lifesaver right there. So I'm just gonna leave him alive for a second and get another stun in here. And now I can kill him. And that's gonna seal the deal, I think. Should be able to pick off both here before they still move. No! Oh, barely surviving there. Nice. Okay. Better banners than my negotiator mirror, so that's pretty sweet. So final score 26-49. I don't see him matching that, but let's take a look. I'll get back to you when he attacked. So my opponent has attacked at long last, and like the previous round, didn't end up clearing a single zone. He tried to get through my Dark Revan, and that didn't quite work out, and I think after that he just pretty much gave up, as he didn't bother to attack the top zone. So not really too much of a challenge in the end, but I did think there were some interesting fights in there against him, so I had plenty of fun doing it. Hope you had a good first week. Good luck with the next week, and maybe there will be some interesting matches then that I can make some videos about.